Hey guys, it's Red Panda Geek and welcome back to Valhalla. Last episode, we kind of got some sweet moments from Jill and Alma and some other characters. We kind of saw Jill grow as a person, and I think that was really cool to see. I think she's realizing that it's okay to, remind people like, hey, I care about you, man, and I'm so happy to have you in my life, rather than just be so like cut off from everyone. I think this is really good and healthy for her, and she kind of learned that through, talking to Betty and Deal and Alma the other day, talking about how relationships can affect you for better and worse, and kind of how to move from there. We also saw some conversations with the dogs and kind of just Jill's thoughts about what could be happening money-wise with like the bar and stuff, so we'll have to see where that goes. And I'm pretty sure we also got confirmation that Alice Rabbit is Alma. I think that's kind of cool, actually. I mean, that was one of my suspicions from earlier episodes, but I didn't want to be so certain about it, I guess. It's cool that we finally got some of that confirmation there. I wonder if her hacking into the system, though, is going to affect our bartending for the day. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see. But anyways, we got our bill paid. Thank Jesus. Thank the Lord. Because we're kind of short on funds and I don't know if any other bills are going to be coming up, I'm not going to buy anything today. So let's just go ahead and check out our notifications, shall we? Alright. Okay, there's no Kiramiki stuff yet, so that's good. I guess I should save real fast. Let's do the news stuff. I typically like to do like the news stuff and then the Reddit stuff just to see what people's reactions are to some of those things. Excuse me, I had a burp in my throat. Oh, interesting. Okay. Model Warrior Julianne returns this February. Oh, isn't that what Jill likes? That's so cool. Maybe we'll have to get like a poster or something for that. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Oh my gosh, she's so freaking excited for this. I love it. I love magic girls too, but who doesn't, right? That's so cool. I love it. Alright, the classic magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to the public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. Really? Are they limiting how much you can own? That's fucked up. I hate that. God, it just reminds me of like fucking the shit with PlayStation right now and how they aren't doing physical discs and stuff anymore. But again, I still think that here's the problem. Like I do want physical media, don't get me wrong. But the problem is that because the games are not 100% perfect and stuff, right? They want to be able to still access your game so you can get the patch updates. And because of all that, you don't ever truly own the game and stuff. So it's just, there's a lot of stuff that needs fixed with just games in general, in my opinion. So anyways, the show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Dude, she's so freaking excited. She's like, I'm gonna watch this every freaking day. I wonder, do you think she would go back and rewatch old episodes and then watch the new stuff? I feel like she would do that. At least that's how I am. If something in my life comes back and I'm like, oh my god, I love this, I would rewatch it for the nostalgia and also to just remind myself of what happened. So yeah, no, that's so cool. I love this for her. Okay. Ooh, this will be interesting. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. Ooh, that's definitely not good. Here we go. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. Damn, that's crazy. I wonder if she's among those 80. Jill, don't get sad, okay? don't get sad. Here, go go look at the magical girl show again, and don't be so sad. There's nothing you could have done. Ugh, poor Jill. I just want her to be happy, man. That's all I want. Oh, okay, there's an update for the Lilims here. Oh, okay, interesting. So it says here, it looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies. End of transmission. Developing. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This doesn't make sense. Who are you? Are you really alive? You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. Does this have something to do with the Anna stuff? Because I don't think this is an Alice Rabbit thing. I highly doubt it is anyway. What the fuck is going on? I don't even know what to think of it. That's so weird. Very interesting. I guess we'll just have to keep our eye on it and see what happens. Alright, let's go to Reddit. We saw these two. Let's go to this one. Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product in my opinion. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome show. Ugh, why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. There's always someone who's like, I'm horny and I want to marry so-and-so. It's just so silly. Who's hyped for the women's championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good, just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is looks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. Okay, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it didn't used to be fake back then, but I think because, you know, there's only so much you can do now, they kind of have to stage everything now. I don't know. I also think it depends on what kind of fighting we're talking about and stuff, so. Amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way when it comes to sports too, where it's just like, I think I know what you're saying, but I don't fully comprehend it. So, okay, cool. Don't think there's anything else for us to do, so let's just head to work. Saturday, December 24th. Good evening. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. Okay, she's getting better with every day that goes by, it seems like. Nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? No, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. Oh, sounds good. Sorry. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of the bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs, you invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Okay, that makes sense. They seem to be good friends, so. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Oh nice. I think that this will be a very interesting party for sure. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Alright, let's get some music going here. Alright, good enough for me. Let's do this. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. These are new characters. I always like new characters. Although my voice doesn't have much range at this point, so I'm not really sure how I want to use these voices. I guess we'll just kind of develop it as we go, maybe. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Fucking Jesus Christ. Jill, you're so cringe. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A brandini, please. Alright. The girl asked for a brandini. The Lilum freaks me out. How does... I guess maybe I'm missing something, but how does she know that she's a Lilum? Very interesting. Anyways, let me get this brandini for her. There we go. I was like, where the hell did it go? Why does it do that all the fucking time? All aged and mixed. Alright. Here is your brandini, miss. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your lone friend is... Essentia. I get it, you're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Oh, so she's just there to hang out. Interesting. Have you heard of a game called Yik, Bartender? That cult classic game has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year. That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we get lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh, yeah. A friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Maybe he's, like, underage or something. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. What the fuck? Wearing jeans under a skirt? Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? What the fuck? Is that Anna? Is that who that is? That's a little fucked up to think about. What the fuck is going on? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Bella asked for a fluffy dream. The still freaks me out. Yeah, that freaks me out because she's seeing like dead people behind me. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's just get this drink so we can get them the hell out of here. Alright. Aged and mix. Ah, fuck. Of course I fucked it up. I did do the all aged. Fuck me. There. Fuck's sake. Take your drink and leave. So that way you don't creep me out anymore. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 70s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Diddy, R&B. I'm coming. You see, Diddy is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Oh shit. Oh fuck. So the vending machine just freaking tased this guy? Oh my gosh, that sucks. Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that'll be that. You should go check on him though. Alright, thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform? I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt? Is Anna just like a younger version of Jill? That she just kind of like killed off mentally in her mind or something? Weird, I don't know. Unless it's like the ghost of her ex or something, I don't know. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. There she is again! Does she always show up every time Dorothy shows up? I think it is. I could be wrong. Oh, hi honey. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Hello, just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? Oh shit, what drink was that? I feel like it was the Blue Fairy. Hold on, I gotta go through these real quick. That might be an option, but I don't think she likes sour. I don't remember her ever getting something sour. Could do a Moon Blast? I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember what she said she likes. But again, I feel like if I'm going with the mentality of like she wants something, kind of like with Alma, right? If she's in a sour mood, why would I give her something sour? I should give her something like sweet and stuff. And if I'm gonna try to make her happy, I might as well try to make the most money off of it. So let's just do this, because I honestly have no idea. Let's just hope for the best. Again, if I was in the dumps, I wouldn't want something sour. I want something sweet and happy. And again, I'm trying to get as much money as I can as well. So hopefully this is good enough, I guess. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating or were feeling down? I did? Wait, I did. You actually remembered such a thing. Holy fucking shit, I can't believe that I fucking got it right. I was just guessing. I don't know. I almost picked the Blue Fairy because I was like, oh, there was the line with the whole, like, a Blue Fairy for the pink-haired pixie or whatever, but goddamn, I'm glad I just was being selfish and trying to get more money. Alright. You're so sweet! Oh, the little glow in her eyes. That's so nice. I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. God, I was wrong. She would say something like that, wouldn't she? That'd be so funny. They're both just like flabbergasted. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help. But a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. What the fuck? Okay. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem, then. You were sad, and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it. Thanks. Although, I've wondered for a while, do you Lilum really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of morality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? Why? She looks so gloomy. Why are we putting her in a more pissy mood, man? I don't like that. We can't even begin to can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writers imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their own favor. Oh wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. It's a tad small though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I actually want to know this. I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4! Oh, like in golf. Okay, that's cute. I like it. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Oh, come on. You just had to make it dirty, didn't you? Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend. What? What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Wait, is she talking about the dude that she has the necklace of? I almost forgot about that, honestly. Maybe it's that, I don't know. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like. Okay then. What would Dorothy order? Oh, I like that. WWDO. I feel like Blue Fairy would be a good one. A Bleeding Jane would be nice, but, you know, I don't think she's in the mood for that. We could give her just another piano woman just to get more money, but I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want to do the Blue Fairy. Let's do that. Let's try it. Oh, yes, all aged and mixed. Alright, here's a Blue Fairy. What about this? Yep, just nice. We always order either sweet or girly drinks. It was a no-brainer. Girly and sweet drinks for a sweet girl. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman. It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know. I still don't remember what she said. I do remember she, like thinking about it, I do remember she ordered a piano woman once, but I think that was the only time she did. I don't remember. I've done so many of these episodes now, I just can't remember everything. I wondered for a while though, why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again? Why else would I come, if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. You're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar. The way it's insulated from the noise of the city, it's really comfortable. It's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom, guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian? the whole thing about someone taking care of a Lilim after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychologically maturity in just 1 year. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. Well, you know, if you would upgrade your, suit and body parts to be an adult, that might help, so. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Ugh. That's, fucked up. Huh, dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. That's so sad, what the fuck? Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't though, or at least consciously. At times she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. If she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd be making a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. Yeah, that's a little fucked up, Dorothy. How's that? Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing. A daughter, a student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. See, this is exactly what I was fucking talking about. She just wants to be able to be her and not viewed as like some sort of kid, whether it's because someone lost their kid or for weird, gross behaviors, like she just wants to live life. That's kind of the theme of this whole story, I'm realizing, is like people just wanting to live a normal freaking life. So, anyways, because of my character, not because I'm the one that roleplays as little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute. What's the problem with your guardian then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visited her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. That seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking to her? How so? Telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about it, talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like something she'd just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking a break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You wanna come? Really? If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting. Man, I really, really want to see Dorothy's character grow. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a hard line, right? Because obviously she feels like she enjoys being the version she is now, but I do think some of the problems would help if she would just present as an adult. I just want people to like her for her and not because she's like a child, It's just, it's a mess, that's for sure, but I don't know. Again, it's like, I don't want to necessarily have her, like, change her personality. I just wish she would just become, like, an adult version of herself. I think that would just solve a lot of the problems here, so, I don't know. Like I said, I just want something good to happen for Dorothy and not some weird pedo shit, so let's go ahead and save. Alright. Let's get back to work here. Oh, shit. I was not expecting to chat with Dorothy back here. Alright, cool. Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl? I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyways, thanks. But no. Smoking seriously messes with my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know, I never asked really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear. Or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine, yeah. Wait, red? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because they're not fully humans and stuff. They have to basically like scan you, essentially. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised, she's not wrong though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So, what's your legal name then? Jesus, that's a long name. Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful if you ask me. So, Dorothy's actually your second name. Should I call you something like Becky then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name? Yep. Only my mom, or guardian, calls me Rebecca. It's so weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow? Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it! It'd be like if I called you Jillian all of a sudden. Ugh. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of it. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours. I have an uncle that always called me Tina. That's so weird. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Oh, so he would get them mixed up. That's funny. Neither of us minded though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So, you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Where'd the fucking beeps go? Oh, there we go. They were just being weird. Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey. I'll take my leave for now. Don't want to take up all your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Oh, I thought she was smoking cigarettes, not those little cigars. Interesting. Alright, well, let's just switch these around. Let's do this. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year. Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. Bruh, PTSD's a bitch. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Aw, that's sweet. That's so nice of her to offer that. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for Say. Awesome. Does the Sugar Rush have ice in it? No. Hold on. I think she likes the sweet stuff. I need ice. I need ice. Where the fuck is the ice? Yeah, let's do the Moon Blast here. And let's shake this baby up. Shake, 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 shake. Alright, anyways. Here you go. I think you'll like this one. Really? So sweet of you. Thanks. So, Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Oh yeah, because of the bar closing. Oh, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to come... No, sorry. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. Why is she so worried? She looks nervous. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So, at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Dude, she has a lot of fucking money then. What the hell? Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. That's so cute. I love that. I love that for her. It's so sweet. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I'd just stand there without anything to say. Dude, me too. I suck at parties. I have to have someone that I know with me in order to have a good time. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know? You're not? Well, I figured. I mean, she's kind of a tomboy when she's like, I don't know, she just always gives me like tomboy vibes, I guess. I'm a tattoo ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. Dude, I'm sorry. That's so dumb. I have seen some ripped girls look so gorgeous in dresses, man. Like, you're wearing too much, man. They're too, breezy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Maybe I'm misremembering, but I don't feel like her chest was that big. I thought she had a pretty average-sized chest. I don't know. Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although, I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. Did she, like, bind them down a little bit or something? I don't know. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills. They look a bit drilly, don't they? I would call them like a tornado or spiral or something. I don't know. She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through the reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. Interesting quote, I guess. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. Girl, no you do not. You do not look manly. Personally, I think you are a very cute girl. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. No, don't do it. We like natural itty bitties. I like them. Don't do that. You don't need to like alter your body for you to feel better about yourself, man. Like, society just sucks, okay? Just be you, and the people who actually like you aren't going to judge you for your body type, man. So, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. Something non-alcoholic per se. I think that's the Sugar Rush. Is that right? Yeah, let's do that. Alt mix. Alright, this should be fine. Here. Thanks! You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. I imagine, like, with her being a white knight, or essentially a cop in some sorts, she's probably seen what alcohol does to people and just the bad things they do, so she just tries to avoid it, I assume. There's also a matter of addiction, you know. You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Oh, nothing fancy. It'll just be me, boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. Really? Well, see, I didn't think she was, like, stupid, per se. I don't think she's dumb. But I think there's just some, like, comments or jokes that just kind of go over her head, you know? I don't think she's dumb. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that Hell and Apollo trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective.
Hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you?
All right. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Perhaps something manly? I have a few ideas. Okay, Mars Blast seems to be the best option here, I think. Yeah, not that one. Yeah, let's do the Mars Blast. That's going to, I think, be the best option here for us, so. And it's all blended. Shake, 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 shake. Mars Blast, yeah, here you go.
Yes, this will do.
So what brought you here?
Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area.
What kind of work?
Tracking someone.
Gun for hire. Is this the same, like, two girls that he's been talking about? What about the girl? Crimson something?
I am tracking that girl.
Didn't you just get out of that job?
I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again.
Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer.
Say, how safe is this place?
Oh, is he gonna spill some beans? We're protected by the BTC property laws. The walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone.
Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why?
Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls.
Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender?
Okay. Nope.
He's some big name from
Kanye-vana. Kanye... How do you say that? Kanye-vania. Kanye-vania?
He's some big name from Kanye-vania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll all just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes the reaction and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection.
Uh-huh.
Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since.
He could be lying, you know.
Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter.
Why didn't you figure that out earlier?
I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier.
I see. Can I get you anything else?
What about a cobalt velvet?
Okay. Seems simple enough. Alright, here's your drink, sir.
Oh, you actually did it.
Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay?
No.
So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risk you told me last time?
He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least deliver her a message.
He could have been lying.
Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter.
Did he have a kid too?
What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright.
You do?
I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, she had a big fight and she ran away. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon, I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow.
Aw, so is he hoping that, the more he talks to people and stuff, maybe something will come up with his daughter? That's so sad, man. No wonder he's kind of an asshole.
I finally found her.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's good or not, though.
I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand.
Well, I mean, hey, that's good that he found her, I guess. So, how's the search going?
I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening.
What will you do when you find her?
I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out.
What if she tries to kill you?
I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold.
Please come again.
Are you done?
Yeah. Okay then. I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home, but because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. We'll see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on. Wait a bit and I'll go with you. Ooh, I'm so excited. More conversation with Dana. Maybe we'll get some cute stuff. So. Oh, for sure. Thanks. Ah, so cool. I'm so excited. Yes, we're still doing good with our flawless service bonus. Oh, thank God. Alright. I know this small party is what you needed. Alright. Interesting. Okay. Let me see what happens if I do this. Oh, cool. Merry Mega Christmas. Let's celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Happy holidays. Oh, cool. I'm excited. Damn. I was hoping we'd get a little bit of dialogue before we go into, like, the next day and stuff, but oh well, it is what it is. So it seems like certain things are kind of coming to a close. A lot of weird stuff happened this episode. Not like anything, I guess, like dramatic, but just crazy and weird, right? Like, you had the two girls come in who were cosplaying, and the one girl could see like a dead person behind us, which is super freaking freaky. It makes me wonder if that girl could see it, does that mean Dorothy can see this girl behind Jill as well? I'm pretty sure we've seen that Anna chick as well show up every time Dorothy shows up too, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But again, I wonder if Dorothy can see the girl that the Lilum did, which again, I believe is Anna because of the, you know, the dark school uniform, I think the dark hair and stuff is describing Anna. I don't know, I don't remember if we got a last name from the beginning, but does that mean that like potentially Anna is Dorothy's guardian's daughter? They do kind of look similar. I'm not really sure, to be quite honest, but we'll just have to find out with that. We also got to see Say for a little bit, so that was cool. I didn't even think about how like the White Knights are not really like a thing anymore, so she wouldn't have work right now. I wonder what she's gonna end up doing with that. She said that she wouldn't feel fulfilled with like working for the police department, so I wonder if maybe she'll pick up something that's a little bit more, I don't know if casual is the right word, I don't know. Maybe she'll find a different way to help people that doesn't involve the risk of her dying. We also saw Art as well. He's still looking for Crimson Rose. I still have my like suspicions about who that could be. Again, it's very possible it could be Dana, because I'm pretty sure Dana goes by a couple different names. Like she goes by like Red Comet. I think she has a different name for like wrestling and stuff too, if I remember correctly. I can't remember off the top of my head, I'll have to check. But you know, it could be her or like something with one of like her connections that she has, like maybe Iris or something like that. I don't know. It's so hard to say. But no, I'm glad that things are seemingly starting to kind of resolve itself in certain areas. I can't wait to see what happens next. And I'm excited to see how this Christmas party turns out. I wonder if we're gonna get some like funny commentary and stuff like that, and hopefully it is a good day and nothing bad happens. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. And I'll see you in the next one.